The Denver Broncos have a budding star on defense. So, if you guys have been following this channel for any amount of time, you know that I'm a huge fan of Jaquan McMillan at the nickel spot, and it's so cool to finally see him get that opportunity. In week 4 against the Chicago Bears is when Jaquan McMillan saw his first start, and he played pretty well in that game. He did have a couple of negative plays, but overall he played well, and he's just continued to climb and climb and climb. Ever since the Denver Broncos were embarrassed on defense 70-20 down in Miami, they've made a lot of changes, and one of the most noteworthy ones was benching and then cutting Isane Bassie at the nickel position and then moving into Jaquan McMillan. And ever since then, McMillan has thrived. And with the news that K'Waun Williams was going to be out for the rest of the season with his injury, that meant that this job was Jaquan McMillan's for the rest of the year, and potentially the Denver Broncos may have found their long-term nickel in an undrafted free agent in Jaquan McMillan. I believe he was out of Wake Forest. That is absolutely awesome for Jaquan McMillan. Denver's got a strong history here of developing undrafted free agent nickels, obviously with Chris Harris Jr., and I believe Chris Harris was praising Jaquan McMillan on Twitter earlier yesterday, so that was really cool to see. Not saying that Jaquan McMillan's going to become Chris Harris, but he certainly has become a big-time impact player and a potential budding star for this Denver Broncos defense. So if we come over here and actually take a look at Jaquan McMillan's stats from this game, I mean, he had a pass defensed, he had 2 key tackles on one of Casey's first half drives where they were in the red zone. He had 2 key tackles that forced Casey to kick a field goal there. So he literally saved 4 points basically on his own. And then, oh yeah, he got an interception in this game. His first interception of his career. Mahomes was trying to throw up the seam to Travis Kelce. It was kind of a greedy throw. Jaquan made a really nice play on it. It's just really, really cool to see these young players, especially guys that I've been rooting for from the jump. I've always been a big fan of Jaquan McMillan ever since we signed him as an undrafted free agent. I really have always liked his game, and it's cool to see him finally get that opportunity. Our defense easily played their best game of the entire season against the Chiefs. I mean, statistically, mostly because of that Miami game, through the first few weeks of the year, Denver's defense was looking like it was going to be one of the worst in modern NFL history. Credit goes to Vance Joseph, and more importantly, credit goes to players on the field such as Jaquan McMillan, among many other players who have really stepped up their game in the past several weeks, and they've made Denver's defense a lot more of a respectable unit. All right, Broncos country, I'm curious about where you think Jaquan McMillan's ceiling is as a player. I think that he can be a really high-level starter for us for a long time to come. Drop those comments down below, guys. I would love to hear your thoughts, as always. Be sure to leave a like on this video, as well as subscribe and ring the bell so these videos appear in your notification feed. I would really appreciate it, guys. Those are 2 free and easy ways to show your support, helps tell YouTube's algorithm to push us out, and helps us get seen by more and more members of Broncos country, just like you and me. And until next time, guys, I am your host, Gage Madrid, saying peace out.